Welcome back to another Friday upload slice of life. Sarzi, we're here with today's topic covering, of course, it is a Friday, so it's like administrative research and digital information related to mainstay priorities when it comes to housing, finance, so on and so on. So today we're going to cover. I'm recording back to back, still sick. This is going to be covering specifically Microsoft Suite, Microsoft Edge browser, Microsoft OneDrive. And I just want to this is something I've been meaning to get to for a while now, because I have so many tabs open that are just literally blank tabs, or tabs that opened as a result of either my browser updating, Microsoft Edge updating, and then showing, an introductory tab on all the new features, as well as other tabs that pop up from the computer restarting and then updating, and then it's like Windows updates, and then they open a tab and show everything. So that's a lot of clutter, but it is relevant, specifically when it comes to what we're going to go through as well is a lot of cloud drive files as well. So not files, but folders, sorry. So it's just it's another one of these episodes on the whole Microsoft Suite, but it extends to the browser, so the browser Edge. Okay, so let's just get started. Obviously, it's not surprising that one of the main features is the Bing Copilot. So let's start off here. Microsoft Edge is the AI-powered browser, a smarter way to see, to protect, to create, to browse. Scroll further down. What's new in Microsoft Edge? Introduces exciting new features every month. Again, it's all marketing. Don't take it with a grain of salt. But it's, if there's anything I would say is that Microsoft is doing better than, in my opinion, Google when it comes to their customer and client oriented interface. I feel like their branding and their user interfaces are much better now compared to what Google used to be. Google used to be leading, or Alphabet. So find and create, that's my opinion. You can disagree if you want, just tell me so in the comments. Find, create, accomplish beyond what you ever thought possible. By the way, I haven't mentioned this before, but I don't know if you can. Apparently you can comment when you're listening to this as a podcast on Spotify, but I don't know how that happens. So if you've ever done it before, please let me know how that happens, because I have no idea how that works, commenting on the podcast on Spotify. I only know on YouTube, obviously. What you ever thought possible with a smarter browser. Welcome to Microsoft Edge. Further down here, let's celebrate what made 2024 memorable. Look back on how Edge users unlock the power of AI and maximize productivity. So it's a lot of this, so this is an old update from last year that I did. So 2024 in review. Not old, sorry, this is recent. It's January 2025. Make Edge your own, bring your favorite passwords, history, cookies, more from other browsers. It sounds like most of the same stuff that's just rehashed over and over again. Again, bookmarks, multiple tabs, better ways of organizing, import history, AI, Copilot. It sounds like the same thing. Future browser searching is here. So this is interesting. Now with the new Copilot built in. Ask complex questions, get comprehensive answers, summarize information on a page, dive deeper into citations, start writing drafts, and create images with DALL-E, all side by side while you browse with no need to flip between tabs or leave your browser. So they're referring to that icon on the top right of your browser if you're using Edge. And I'm not going to click try now. Browsing on the go, Microsoft Edge, work better together. So I'm going to leave it off here. I think this is the one tab that I'm going to keep open. So let's hop on to things that we actually are going to get rid of, because I like this summary. It gives some concrete, tangible ways to actually use AI. And I admit, one of my areas of weakness, I'm not good at using AI. I just don't use it very often, and I should do it more. But I need to learn how to do that, obviously. So very clear right off the bat. Like I said, the browser has been updated to the newest version. Microsoft Edge is your AI-powered browser, smart way to browse. You click next, and then it'll lead you to a bunch of slideshows and customize your browser extensions. Right, nothing new here. Chrome has that as well. Save money with coupons. I didn't mention that. Save It's just an example of them highlighting different types of sales and discounts that you get from promotional code. But again, I'm not going to go through this. This is pissing me off. It took me forever just to get to my main tab. I closed it. It was literally just the update tab, and it took like a whole minute. So this is my tab. Oh, right. So this is something interesting I should mention. I did use AI actually to generate prompts, and this is a while back. So this is my blank tab. It looks great. I'm not going to tell you what prompt I used, but this is in line with the branding that I have for it's a project and the slice of life and general speaking. So crystalline flower roses and stuff like that amidst like a scarlet red burning moon twirling in the so this is a very standard. I'm trying to incorporate more of this into our video podcasts and episodes, but it's gonna take some time because I do have the assets already created. I just need to think about how I'm going to incorporate them. Okay, so let's just get rid of that as well. Okay, next. So this is something that pops up when I apparently it's like a tab that popped up when I was asking about AI. So it's like Microsoft big tech AI is a lie on YouTube. I'm not sure why I searched this up. What is it? Is Microsoft Edge virus or save file? I don't know, cutting through the hype. Basically a little bit about a little bit of a counter search, right? I'm counteracting the whole AI push movement by just asking in the opposite question, you know, what are the risks or what are the downsides to AI, or like what is disingenuous about the whole artificial intelligence movement. So what is it? Microsoft Edge, virus safe, AI is a lie videos. So this is just sounds like most of these things don't seem very professional. Or maybe that one is 1.9 million views, the other one has like 12k views. I don't know. Microsoft Edge suspicious, Edge exe safe settings. I think when we search stuff like this, the most likely things that pop up are gonna have to be related to, you know, probably some conspiracy theorists, which have at least some legitimacy when it comes to Microsoft as a company collecting your data and stuff like that. So obviously that's just no shit, they're gonna do that. And yeah, they do know probably too much about you, your habits, your spending, your tracking, your identification, and there's not too much you can do about it unless you want to go back to like revert to like Stone Age. So you just kind of gotta move with it. But there are a lot of people who don't want to do that, and that's why there are those like episodes that show up, those videos that seem to be kind of propaganda-like. I guess this is a demonstration of an action, understanding the query, searching selected items, deep search, truth about big tech's AI lies and open source solutions. Yeah, again, just more of this kind of stuff on like AI being a fraud or whatever. So this pisses me off actually. What happened is I misclicked, and now it's like trying to open a new tab and search for me, doing a deep search on like AI shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Just shut up. Don't open a new tab. We already have enough tabs. Get rid of this. So it's annoying. It's just being a dick. So this one I actually had for a while open now. It says related searches on. So use this article as a guide to configure Microsoft Edge policy settings. So I searched the Microsoft exe settings. If you haven't set up Microsoft Edge, see the Edge setup guide. The Microsoft Edge management service, dedicated simplified management tool. So configure it, fix msedge.exe keeps running in the background, and Edge command line arguments. Again, there's nothing here that I don't really need to do this. It was just like I misclicked on a help button, and then it popped this up. So again, just trash, get rid of it. Alright, so miffed off. What the fuck? It took just 10 minutes just to load this stupid shit. So this is a resubmit the form. You know, it's basically account live. I have to log back into Microsoft at one point. That's all that is. It just allows you to log into your security settings. To display the web page correctly, resubmit the data you entered earlier. By doing this, you will repeat any action you previously performed. Yeah, well, fuck that. Don't need that. Very happy, very happy to get through this one. This one's also useless. It's just, you know, a receipt that I made. It's not useless, but I made a purchase of over $300 after tax of first aid ambulance kits, so vehicle kits, emergency first aid kits that I purchased to basically show my appreciation to people who have supported me, caseworkers, friends, priests, churchgoers, colleagues, my accountant, you know, a variety of people, friends, certain people in my blood, not blood and family, not the same, people I consider actual family. There's just, you know, during a difficult time, I was just trying to, you know, show my genuine appreciation for these people. So I bought this, you know, St. John's ambulance receipt that's right here, and yeah, so it cost like $300, but I don't need this anymore. I reclaimed it. I wrote it off as a deductible under the business, so yeah, get rid of that. Reason why I can tell I don't need it is because it's clearly dated in October 2023. So that would be income taxes more than a year and a half ago. And you know, speaking about income tax, here's another tab that actually shows another receipt. This receipt is a genuine receipt and not an invoice. So that was a St. John's ambulance invoice for gifts, and this is also a gift. So I went to LCBO, which if you don't know, that's a certified liquor board of our state or country or province, and not country, definitely just a state province. And yeah, it looks like to me I purchased, obviously I have the graphic hovering so you can't see any, you know, like credit card details, privacy, confidentiality, but this says $47. It seems like I bought coconut rum and I bought something else instead. Neapolitan something. Yeah, maybe it was like Johnny Walker or Smirnoff. You know, 40% vodka and 40% rum. No, sorry, I think Malibu rum is like lower. It's only like 30%. It's like maybe less. Maybe it's like 13%. I don't know. 30% or 13% is definitely less, lower percent alcohol. Again, this is something that I covered on a previous episode. I gave one of these to one of my friends, and one is for my accountant. So yeah, this makes it really easy. This is just an error. I don't know what to tell you. Basically, I was probably opening some kind of document and it just didn't work out. So yeah, definitely get rid of that as well. Again, just Microsoft Cloud, and you know, just dump all your files on it. This one here is critical to close as well. So in keeping in line, apparently it seems like everything here so far, after the whole Microsoft Edge and updates and Copilot AI, all the Microsoft OneDrive folders and open documents seem to be related to income tax. So in keeping in line with the receipt from St. John's and one from the liquor board, there's one here that's just a full folder of all my pay stubs. So this is my employment pay stubs at my retail grocery store. Yeah, I already have a tab for this. There's no reason to have a duplicate. So again, get rid of this as well. This one is even more obvious. This is literally a folder. This tab here, which I can show a little bit better, it's literally a whole folder for all the income tax related documents. So it has invoices, receipts, signature completed forms, you know, like rent, mobile, utilities, business expenses, meals and entertainment, office expenses. Everything's here, and you have folders, subfolders of all the receipts and stuff like that. There's like dollar stores. There's one here from my employment company. There's one here from I don't even know what that is, honestly. I think that's like when I was traveling. And there's one here from housing. So it's just a variety of documents and folders and subfolders related to like invoices, tax, receipts, checks, all that kind of stuff. So proof of expenses. I should mention very briefly, by the way, that the income taxes there that were shown in terms of the recent folders, those documents are actually for this year, I believe. Yeah, it's for this year, so it's a recent. I recently used that folder. Anyways, not that tab, but a different tab with the same folder. That's why I get rid of it. It's like a duplicate. So over here, something important. This is regarding Patreon. So it's filling out form W8BEN. And what that is, for those of you who are well versed in like bookkeeping and like foreign currencies, apparently I needed to learn. This is something that was new for me. I got in touch with my accountant and I needed his guidance. So on patreon.com, this is a certificate of foreign status of beneficial owner for United States. So withholding, long story short, it requires your name, 1, 2, 3, permanent residence address. The reason why you would fill out a form like this is if you're converting currencies. So you offer a service or you pay, you have a service, obviously on my Patreon, I haven't monetized it yet, but just preparing for the future, right? If you want to monetize, what are you going to use for your currency? Are you paying in terms of US dollars? So if you're going to do in USD and you live in your home country, let's say in Australia, in AUS, your currency is Australian, right? So then you have to convert. What this form is for my country is conversion. It deals with the conversion and specifically with taxes, so double taxation. So if you're going to switch over from different currencies, you don't have to end up paying twice just to convert your currency from one country to the other. I think after speaking with my accountant, he mentioned recently that if I'm not making large sums of profit or revenues or sales, then the best option is just to use the same currency of your same country and not have to bother with this form. So, but it was worth asking. I asked this question about 2 years ago, and he gave me a pretty good answer at the time. And then I asked him again, and so, yeah. But we don't need this anymore. Again, a lot of this stuff is income tax. I'm surprised. Okay, so keeping on track with the Microsoft stuff. Everything there had to do with income tax. This one here has to do with Microsoft Forms. And this had to do with volunteering. I think I was filling out a survey, an annual volunteer satisfaction survey, something like that. And it led me to the forms in the Microsoft suite. So it's trying to sign me in right now, but I think we'll close it because we already filled out the form and there's no need for us to address it any further. Alright, so I can't show very much on this one, but in keeping aligned with, income taxes, once again, this is an Excel spreadsheet. So this one takes up so much memory on my laptop. I just opened a task manager, Control-Alt-Delete, and one of the major things that's hogging so much memory is this. It's like 350 MB just for this single tab, even when it's on resting stage. So it's insane, and it should be heavy. It's heavy because this is an income tax spreadsheet that I use to update all my expenses as a bookkeeping measure. And so it's very it's got a lot of formatting. It's a professional spreadsheet, so I can't, as a result, privacy, confidentiality, I can't show you private financial information. I can't show you the name of the document or anything like that. But needless to say, there's like my rental expenses here. There's some here and there relating to I don't know, maybe you can show that much. Basically it's a spreadsheet. Got several tabs, okay, and I have several different ventures. So that being said, yeah, this one I have to keep open because one thing I need to do, and I'll talk about this now, is that I have to, this is driving me insane because I can get rid of this tab very easily. All I need to do is log into my telecommunications and internet service provider, ISP, and download or take a screenshot of the monthly receipts because it's changed now and I'm being charged more. Not much, just like $3 or $4, like that's nothing. But as a result, I need proof of payment because the values don't match up anymore. So instead of being charged like $77, I'm being charged $81. So it's not much, but the fact is this is happening over the whole year. So it's going to be like $30, $40. And it still doesn't mean very much, but once again, I have to verify, I have to show my accountant, and my accountant can show the revenue agency that, this is how much things cost now. I have to show that proof. of expenditure. So this is frustrating. I want to get this done as soon as possible once I'm done this production session, this recording session, because I really want to get rid of this tab. It's such a memory hog. But again, it's a lot of income tax stuff. I'm really surprised. All right, so a little change, switch of gears. So I have, like I said, 35 instances of Microsoft Edge open. This is a different instance. So, and each instance has about anywhere between 50 tabs to 500 tabs. So one of these here is a separate one. It's very rare that I get to do this on an episode. But this one here basically is one of the most important things I have on OneDrive. And it's basically a folder that has to do with my relationships with friends, colleagues, people, volunteers, managers, family, blood and family not the same, so on and so forth. It's basically a collection of all the moments, the good times I've shared, and experiences I've had. It's like a photo album, right? But digital photo album. So it's really important to me, right? I have like me and my friends, me and my colleagues and coworkers, some relatives, cousins, down there's shelter community, some people who were my roommates, dorm mates. Some of these are very rarely colleagues, otherwise they were fellow staff when I was volunteering. So this is a very important one. I don't know why it's on this instance. I gotta combine this once I'm done recording and move this to the other instance, from this instance to the next. So this is a very important tab I should mention. But on this tab, I can tell that there are more Microsoft Suite tabs here. So let's just take a look what those are. Okay, so it turns out one of these Microsoft tabs here, actually several of them are related to my workplace. So if you're not familiar, right, Microsoft Office Suite, they do a lot of business to business, B2B sales and partnerships. So if you as a larger entity, a corporation, wish to use Microsoft Suite and incorporate their apps into your technical facilities, you can make use of them and allow your colleagues to use Microsoft Office branded apps for your own corporation or business. And so this is one of those things where basically it's my retail grocer obviously has partnered with Microsoft to deliver online interface solutions such as like pay stub, enrolling, onboarding, all that stuff. But one of them is like certain apparently, and I don't know what it is, but must have been a form, it seems to me. But it says right now that this page doesn't exist, so probably because I am logged out, I think. Long story short, it's just Microsoft Office Suite being used towards workplace and business purposes. So tech solutions for the enterprise. This here, once again, is a troubleshooting error. Probably once again because I'm not logged into my workplace account. So again, Microsoft Business Solutions for the workplace. So that's just all this is. Yeah, more IT issues, that's all. Nothing particularly special. So, sorry, we're having trouble signing in. Error AADTS, whatever. Endpoint only accepts post requests received. Troubleshooting details, request ID, correlation ID. Yeah. I don't know why it's taking this long to get to this tab. This tab is basically the login page for my employment related activities. So like I said, just log into your workplace account, and I don't know why it's taking this long, but if it's not loading, that's fine. Usually it shows like different buttons for like the different subsidiaries that is held under the parent company. So you log into depending on which franchise or subsidiary you're affiliated with. So whether it's like Shoppers Drug Mart, pharmacy, retail, or if it's like Joe Fresh, which is clothing, or I think real estate is like George Weston, a variety of companies under the parent company. So let's just get rid of this. It's not loading. So there's a lot of irony. That one didn't load, but this one loads, and it's like it seems like to me, much more resource intensive. This is basically Microsoft Outlook, right? And so if you go right, Outlook for everyday email and calendars, sign in and create a free account. Your Outlook can change everything together in one place, connect your accounts, write more efficient emails. Basically Microsoft Outlook, it's just their email service. and CEO look in action, take the tour. I'm obviously not going to do it, but this is one of the key fundamental core apps to Microsoft 365. So plans, pricing, download the app, resources for business products, and yada 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 yada. You know. I think this tab might have been open because I just wanted to sign in, but I have other tabs where I have my mail open. This here, file not found. Apparently it's an Edge download. I don't know what I tried to download at this point, but it's not too important anyways. Regardless. Whoa, I just made a mistake. Yeah, but basically we can get rid of that as well. It's not necessary by any means. So this one here can't show much about, but basically just says that access is denied because I'll read it to you, but you know, basically it's probably a file, a SharePoint file that is related to workplace material, and I couldn't view it because I'm not logged in right now. But here, if your ideas, please ask the site administrator to give you the site admin to give you access. So and so does not have permissions to access this resource. Actually, this might be one of those documents where I just couldn't access at all, even if I was logged in because of restrictions, which is fine. No problem with that. Again, privacy, confidentiality, just get rid of it. It says try signing in with a different account if it persists. Include these technical details, correlation ID, date and time, user, issue type. If you have a different account, try signing in with that account. Or please ask a site admin. I'm not going to do that. So there you have it. This is basically the work page login for my employment company. Shit, I keep messing up the graphic on OBS Studio. Sorry, I'm trying to. It's very frustrating. Get rid of that shit. Pull it up. So yeah, it's like George Weston, PC Financial, Shoppers Drug Mart, all that kind of stuff. It's loading now, but it didn't load before. This is a separate tab though, so I had like multiple tabs of the same login page open. Oh boy, this one's loaded. So this one, Microsoft PDF file of my online resume, updated, my most recent one. Yeah, with my objectives. I'm sustainable jack of many trades, objective persona, master of few, searching part-time, sustainable, relatively simple job, clear duties, responsibilities, grounded, straightforward team of colleagues and managers. After my work in a variety of depth and breadth in public healthcare, retail service, warehouse logistics, and clerical administration, and so on, which I don't. I have experienced many highs and lows, both workplace environments, interpersonal relations. While I still have goals and ambitions for growth and development, these are now preferably delegated to my pastime activities. Side projects, business ventures, family and friends. In short, if you're looking for a competent individual who does their job effectively without needing much supervision, is engaged in continuous learning, balanced with steadiness, works well in teams with people both internally and externally with clientele, and carries a flexible mindset and skill set to adapt for either technical or executive priorities, then reach out to my contact as provided. We can schedule an interview to see if our personal and company goals, work ethic, and core values align. Thank you for your time and opportunity. Relevant experience and skill set, retail grocer. Again, this is a big one, combines both stores that I've been to, one by like East York, Leslieville, and another one by like downtown core, Queens Quay, Harborfront. Phase closing, rotate FIFO, first in, first out, cycle D maps, you know, organic president's choice, name, no name, blue menu items, you know, SAP, health and safety, operational temperature checks, niche learning, negotiating restrictive covenants. Further down, agent, contract, agency, logistics, attendance. So I'll keep this one open. It's a very up-to-date resume, but I think there's a second one up here that I can get rid of. It's always good to refer to this once in a while, but even this tab should be moved to the other instance instead of this instance. Yeah, that's true. I don't know why I have two of them. It's two tabs open, same PDF file. Again, we'll move to the same instance, but this is the second page, by the way. It's a market associate, order fulfillment, direct sales, product assembly, information desk attendant, volunteer services, clerk, and then optometristic appointment office, certificates in education, digital social media management, become an optical assistant, CPR, BLS, basic life support, healthcare provider, and my BSc, Bachelor's of Science biomedical degree from university. Okay. Oh god, it took forever to load. Let's celebrate what made 2024 memorable. Coming full circle, when we started this episode, we talked about Microsoft Edge and updating Microsoft Edge, the browser. So here we go. I think we'll wrap it off with let's celebrate what 2024 made memorable. So it's probably some kind of video, I don't know. This year, users in Edge engaged in over 10 billion AI-powered chats with Copilot. Wow, nice stats. Edge users stayed inspired every day with 800 million articles, stories, and updates. So this is just basically more, not propaganda, but it's just marketing. And of course, you can get rid of this, but it's kind of, the stats are interesting, to be honest. And here, your browser has been updated to the newest version. Microsoft Edge is your AI-powered browser. Discover new Copilot in Edge features. Let's click continue. Hi, I'm Copilot in Edge, your AI companion for learning a new language, for blah-de-da, for creating a new recipe, for, trip planning, and so on and so forth. Chat now, writing an email, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, I think that's kind of a wrap. One thing I'll do before I leave here is I'll just go over to the other email tab. Like I have other instances, right? 35 instances, and one of them, at least two of them, have duplicate email tabs. So if I can show you that before I leave, actually this is the same tab apparently to explore everything. So scroll down, Copilot Edge, discover cards, prompt builder, scenarios, features, Copilot Pro. So Microsoft Edge Copilot built into your browser, ready to help whether you're reading an article, watching a video, and so on and so forth. Your experience starts with personalized discover cards to spark a little inspiration. The more you use Copilot, the more helpful it will be. Explore some of the Copilot tasks, simplify a complex topic, craft prompts for any task, plan, create, write, and learn, from straightforward questions to intricate plans. So plan, create, write, and learn. This one I might keep open because I need to understand how to properly leverage AI. Use Copilot for any task, any idea, explore these different scenarios to learn how Copilot can assist with any task or idea. So write something, plan a trip, pros and cons list. Shape the future of AI with Copilot Labs. So we'll definitely keep this open, I think. Honestly, if that's the case, I might want to get rid of that tab on the stats. But again, let's hit the email first. All right, 800 million, 1.4 billion block over 1.4 billion phishing, malware, scam attacks built with security features, 7.3 billion passwords each month, so helps monitor 7.3 billion passwords. Wow. 1.4 billion scam attacks, 800 million article stories, 10 billion chats with Copilot. Okay, next. 7 trillion megabytes of PC memory by using sleeping tabs. So Edge users saved 7 trillion megabytes. I have a lot of sleeping tabs right now. Edge users handled 1.8 trillion trackers prevented on mobile Edge. 4.46 million messages or files across devices with drop. Translating 38 trillion characters to help people with view content in a preferred language using Translate. Okay. explore how we can reach our resolutions with. So I'm going to keep some of these stats open because I'm going to name this title after some of them. But yeah, let's hit the Outlook email. Okay, so finally, last thing ever on this episode, Microsoft Outlook. I have at least 3 of these tabs open for obvious reasons. I can't show you. I blotted it out. Obviously the emails, email addresses, the topics, but I can read to you some of them here without showing you confidential information. So repeated customer consent and disclosure forms, security guard, OW questions, union questions, update autoplay, so a variety of different things. But I have 3 of these tabs open, so I'm going to close one instantly. Alright, so that took a long time. This is a different tab, different instance. But again, same thing. Like there's like 3 Outlook tabs open, close 2 of them. This is just a draft section. So alright, I'm done here. I feel like I want to throw up. I'm queasy and everything. It's like 12 and I talked too long, so oh man, fuck. I think we like browsed, we went ahead with like 20 different tabs. 25 maybe. Anyways, it's all Microsoft Suite, browser, Edge, Celebration. So yeah, peace.